Let me start by saying this to you guys right now. No matter how small or big of a streamer you are, you're going to have to deal with trolls. Is it uncomfortable? Yes. Is it annoying? Double yes. Will it sometimes get to you and make you feel like absolute shite? Abso-fucking-lutely. But thankfully, not only do we have moderators, we also have plenty of readily available moderation tools to keep you and your community safe. Let's talk about them. How's it going, guys? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. My name is DeSynkro. Moderation is super important in any platform. It keeps you and your community comfortable and a little bit more safe from idiots and toxic assholes. Tonight, I'm gonna give you guys what I consider to be the best moderation settings that you can have on your Twitch channel. And keeping in mind that if you guys want to be more relaxed or more strict with your moderation, that's up to you. Guys, if this video ends up helping you in any way, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Also, share it around with your friends so they can learn something new too. Alright. Firstly, I do have to clarify something that's really important. No matter what moderation settings you have, there is no way to completely avoid trolls. You're always going to have to deal with trolls and idiots alike. There is no avoiding it. But thankfully, there's plenty of ways to make dealing with them not only a little easier, but also a lot more comfortable. And one of the biggest pieces of advice that I can give you guys right here, right now, is have people that you can trust and rely on to help you with your moderation. Don't just make someone a moderator just because you want them there more often or because they watch you a lot. Find people that you can trust, because more often than not, what's going to happen is that those people are going to abuse that power and it's going to do more damage than actually help you. Moderators need to be trustworthy. You wouldn't give a knife to someone who would put it in your back the moment that you turn around. Alright, let's make your crappy moderation settings not so crappy anymore. I'm going to show you guys the options that I have, what I recommend you guys set it to, and I'm also going to be doing my best on explaining what each of them do. Open up your Twitch and head to your profile photo at the top right. Click on it and then go down to settings. Next, go to channel and videos, and on the left, hit moderation. Alright, there's a lot of settings here, so we're gonna go through each one of them. Let's start with AutoMod Ruleset. AutoMod is basically a fully automatic moderator that picks up keywords that fall into specific categories and stop those words from being posted automatically in the chat. You and your moderators then have the option to keep it blocked or to let it through if you think the detection was unfair. I'll show you guys my current settings. Hostility is not something that necessarily bothers me. Sometimes jokes can get picked up and it gets mildly annoying. I typically prefer to take care of this myself, so I have it all on less filtering. Discrimination and slurs, pretty self-explanatory. Your N-words and your sexism and stuff like that. This basically stops stuff like that from being posted in your chat. I mainly have this on because Twitch can be rather strict when it comes to moderating things like that, so I leave all of these on the highest, so then nothing really slips by. Being set to the highest level does sometimes cause some really innocent and dumb things to be picked up, but it does thankfully give you the option to let it through or to block it. When I say dumb things, I really do mean it. It picked up white people happy for sexism once. White people happy! AutoMod, why is your bitch ass bullying my boy people? And then you have sexual content. This is all your penises and your Virginias and all of the stuff that I did to your mom last night. I'm not really bothered by this kind of stuff, but I do have just a little bit of filtering so it doesn't break TOS. And then you have profanity. Listen, I swear like a motherfucking of a fucking titty nibbling, squeezing pussy like the fucking I gave your mom last night, big sailor. I don't mind swearing. I'm Aussie, alright? I call people as a compliment. Anyways, I have that on the lowest for obvious reasons, but if you're not comfortable with swearing, you might want to increase this. Save your settings and let's go back to the previous menu. Next, you have block terms and phrases, and this is pretty self-explanatory. You can put words, phrases, links, and much more of things that you don't want in any way, shape, or form to be on your chat. Whatever you put in here will automatically be completely filtered out, and if I recall correctly, it doesn't even give you the option to allow them through. Like, not even you or your mods will be able to see it. It'll just completely get blocked off. So it's a good way to completely stop things like slurs and other nasty crap. I can't really say or show some of the stuff that I have in here, so I'll leave this part up for you guys. Permitted terms are pretty much the exact opposite of block terms and phrases. You can add words and sentences here that would just automatically be let through by AutoMod. It's a good way to stop AutoMod from bullying white people happy. I love this little guy. Look at that face. Ban Evasion Detection is a relatively new feature and it's kind of experimental, so it's really up to you if you even want to have this on. I personally have likely evaders as restricted, which means that only the mods and I are able to see their messages, and potential evaders, I have them on monitoring. If they're on monitoring, their message won't be restricted, but instead it's gonna ping you and your mods whenever they post something. Ban chatters are pretty self-explanatory. These are all your problem children that you slapped in the face with a big thick ban hammer. Nothing too special here. Block hyperlinks will automatically stop any link from being posted on your chat unless the person is you, a mod, or a VIP. I used to have this on all the time. I only recently turned it off since I started using FossaBot to filter out links for me now. FossaBot is something I'd have to make a whole video on another time, but it's probably the most useful bot to have to manage your stuff. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see a video of that. Essentially, I use FossaBot's link filter now, and I can actually type permit and the name of the person that wants to post the link, and then they have a 60-second window to post the link without getting timed out. It's very, very useful. Okay, this is probably the best, if not the most useful feature in this entire list. The non-mod chat delay. So you probably bumped into a few streams where like you'll post something in the chat and then it'll take a few seconds for it to pop up, right? This is the feature that causes that to happen. Essentially, any message that gets posted will be hidden from everyone except you and your moderators for a few seconds before everyone else gets to see it. So if something nasty gets posted, you guys can get to it before the rest sees it. I have this on the highest possible simply because of how useful I consider this feature to be. Chat verification is pretty simple. It makes it so it's a requirement for people coming to your chat to either have an email or phone verification. There's a little bit of customization for this feature. I personally don't have it enabled, but I would recommend having at the very, very least email verification. Keep in mind that this feature could potentially cause you to lose a few viewers, and that's mainly because of people not verifying their emails and their phones. I personally think everyone should verify their accounts, but I know there's going to be a lot of people that refuse to do it for whatever reason, so I just prefer having it off. Chat rules are, well, the rules of your chat. They pop up for newcomers into the channel. Unban Requests. This is the fun one. Listen, I'm gonna play devil's advocate over here. People make mistakes. I had a few folks that were banned and showed genuine remorse, and I have no issues with hearing them out if they do want to apologize and make things right. The only issue with Unban Requests is that it does open up doors for further harassment depending on who got banned. I've had people who were genuinely apologetic and posted an apology, and I've also had assholes who basically doubled down and made this situation even worse for themselves. The cooldown period is how long they have to wait after they got banned to send an unban request. I usually leave this on 15 minutes, but you can quite literally set it to any amount you want. You can set it for a few months as well. Follower only mode. I always have this off. I hate follower only. It is the stupidest and most unnecessary thing that Twitch has ever added to the platform. It not only makes you lose genuine viewers because people will think you're an arrogant piece of crap, especially if you're a smaller streamer, but it also increases the odds of you getting follow botted. It's just not worth having this feature on in your channel. Subscriber only is another feature that I don't like, nor do I use. I just keep it off. It's just not worth it. The only time I've ever used sub only was when we got hate raided, so I flicked that on for a little bit to stop all the nasty stuff from coming through. And hate raids is another topic that I'll have to make a whole other video on it as well and teach you guys some really efficient ways of dealing with it as well. Because last time that it happened, I had some good streamer friends who actually were too scared to stream again because of them. And finally, we have the moderator tools in chat. Essentially gives you more information for yourself and your mods to be able to see in chat. Just makes it more convenient for moderating your chat for everyone. Just flick that on because I think it's pretty useful. So that's it. Those are what I consider to be the best settings for moderation in your Twitch chat. Listen, no option or setting will ever give you 100% protection from trolls. These are what I think are the best settings that will not only keep your chat safer, it will also make moderation a lot more easier and comfortable, and it won't be disruptive for your chat. The best possible way to moderate your chat is having good people moderating with you. Guys, let me know down in the comments if I helped in any way, and tell me some of the craziest encounters with trolls you've had to deal with at some point. I'd love to hear some horror stories from you guys. But thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this video was able to help you and the friendly viewers in any way, shape, or form. If you have any questions and want to learn more, come check us out on Twitch. I stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays starting at 4 p.m. Australia West Standard Time. I'd love to see you there. But that's all for this video, my friends. I hope you all have an amazing day and an amazing stream. Catch y'all later.